You want to help me open the Braille machine?
I'll turn the light on so your recording is better.
See those bumps?
I want this one.
You can't have that one. That's for Mommy to read. Okay?
No.
No. No.
Those bugs make letters.
Let's figure out how
Those
to
bugs make
open
letters.
this up.
Unboxing video ever.
No.
Hey y'all, and welcome to Vlogtober with Unseen Strands, where I, your host Mo, am visually impaired, and today I actually have kind of a little sneak peek at a Braille device that I am getting the opportunity to test out and try. Now this is the pilot program for the NLS Braille EReaders. This is a program, I believe, that we are 1 in 4 states that are getting to test this out, and I really wanted to test one of these out because I think this would be such a great tool for me to be able to read pattern books and that kind of thing, because going character by character, even in the audible or audio format, is just kind of difficult, because some things like your DCs and your TCs, or double crochets and triple crochets, are really hard to distinguish when you're just listening to them. Like, I've told designers that I would prefer they say the double crochet and treble crochet with a TR instead of a TC, just because those are things that are easier for me to distinguish. But anyways, so yeah, I really wanted to try one of these because I'm hoping as I get adjusted to it and learn how to navigate and things, that I will be able to use this device to help me read patterns and just kind of have my patterns on the go without having to have someone read them to me or rely on that unreliable audio version of something. So I think I'll try and give you a basic description of this device. I will try to get you a picture up, but the last time I tried to take a picture, Fjord wouldn't get out of the way. So I call him the e-reader protector. But what this is it would probably be the size of like a tablet. Well, it's basically the size of a VHS tape, to be specific, the whole system as a whole. But basically it would be like a tablet on its side to get you your Braille keyboard, plus a 20 character display of refreshable Braille. And the refreshable Braille is where the pins actually change out for you. So that's really nice. And then each cell has a little indicator pressable button. Actually, I didn't realize that that was a thing, if you can even hear that. Those are the buttons that you can actually, if you're like somewhere and you want to get to that specific cell, you can hit those little buttons and it'll actually go to that, or like in one of the menus you can hit that as the OK button, which is some fun things. That's the top of it has the Braille keyboard, which is your 6 main dots, 1, 2, 3 on the left, 4, 5, 6 on the right hand, and then it also has buttons 7 and 8, pardon me, which is your backspace and enter, which is your basically your pinky fingers, and then your thumbs each have their own enter button or space button. I guess they're called space buttons, and then combinations of those, well, 10 keys altogether, because it fits both of your hands, can give you different functions within the thing. I've been going through the user guide and trying to make sense of all the different options, and they only refer to it once as a chord. And I'm not sure if that's just when you hit the space bar with a letter, but different things do different functionalities, and so that will be especially useful when I get to doing the patterns, because I will be able to bookmark a pattern and then actually navigate to that bookmark, and then within that file be able to like mark where I'm at and be able, you know, to keep track of things. Oh, I forgot to mention that there are a couple other navigational buttons on the device. There is an up, down, left, and right, and then a enter button. I don't know what to call it because the .8 is an enter button, but they don't do the same function. But I'm pretty sure in the instructions it called it enter select, maybe. But that's how you like navigate to the next line of text and so forth. There are a few different ways to get materials onto this device. You are able to log into BARD using Wi-Fi, and you probably can do it with Bluetooth and your computer. I didn't quite figure out all the functionalities of all the things. It does have Bluetooth, it does have a wireless card. You can use an SD card, or there is the transferring through a USB drive. So basically, being able to transfer a file with the USB drive is how I'm thinking patterns will be able to be read, although there is the pattern books that are available through BARD, and there are some Braille ones, except for I haven't read them yet, but there are some Braille books available through BARD, and that's another thing that I have. I think I have a couple downloaded now, but I am currently reading a book that is, I think it was called Knit, Crochet, and Spin, and something about an introduction to the fiber arts. So I thought it was a perfect book for me to read and possibly would give me some good practice on it being geared for easy reading because it's, made for children. I'm hoping that I can get used to it a little bit, so that's currently what I'm doing, and hopefully we will get further on learning how to utilize this device to its fullest. I am really enjoying getting to use it, and like I was at a restaurant the other day and I told my husband that I was glad that I had it because it's nice to be able to actually hear stuff around me and not have an audiobook, because an audiobook, is the sound and you can't focus on something else. But when I'm reading the Braille, I can focus on the twins and still read something. It might take me a couple minutes to read a couple sentences, but I can do both at the same time, whereas I can't do that with an audiobook. It really takes, you can't use your hearing for more than one thing at a time and be as successful as you need to be with it. But using your touch and using your hearing at the same time uses different parts of your brain, so it's a little easier to function that way. So I'm really liking it just for that fact, even though I am a slow Braille reader. Anyways, guys, I'm going to quit talking your ear off about this. I do have the Humanware device. I don't think I said that earlier. There are 2 different systems, I believe, that are being tested, and I believe 2 states got the Humanware device like I have, and 2 other states, I'm not sure which version of the display they got. I believe they're both 20 cell displays, but I'm liking mine so far. I don't know what the difference is, but I think they're good machines, and I'm glad to have gotten the opportunity to test this. Anyways, guys, that's going to end it for us tonight. If you liked this video, please hook the like button and subscribe. Talk to you later.